Oh yeah, How's it going, guys? Sam from Mindak here. Today we are going to be walleye fishing. We actually fished this spot quite a bit last year and we ended up catching quite a few fish. So we're going to back out here. It's quite a bit of it's open actually. So that's a good sign. There's already some kids already down here and they're catching carp and stuff. So we're going to go put on the waders and stuff and head out there. Hopefully catch some fish, but it's super windy out right now, so I'm filming the intro in here. Hopefully you guys will be able to hear me on the GoPro, but I'm not sure. So yeah, we'll see you guys out there. Guys, this is what I'm rocking with here. It's just a clown tiger mimic, my go-to. As you guys can tell, the water's a little bit stained, so this color really pops in this dirty water. And there's a little inlet right here actually. It's pushing water out. And all this wind is pushing ice, so it's gonna be open up pretty soon. Today's 40 degrees, but later this week it's supposed to be 60, so hopefully that'll clear stuff up. Once again, it's super windy out here, guys, so I don't know if you guys can hear me. There we go. Oh, you're kidding, dude. Hell no. What? White bass. Greasy little thing. That's true. Look at that, you guys. Chomped her. Little white bass on the twister. Or on the mimic, I mean. Not a bad one. Look at that one. Try and get out of the wind, but look at that. Not bad at all. Whew. Get him back in the water. Yeah, let's go. I knew that thing wasn't a carp. I was like, that bit. I was hoping a walleye. Alright guys, let me get out of the wind here, but all I was doing for that guy, I was just slow rolling it off the bottom, using that mimic. That thing bit like right at my feet. And I'm not that close to the current, so I'm kind of wondering, carp? Is there a rock? Alright guys, Mason just hooked a carp after I caught that white bass. But as well as saying was, I don't know what these fish are really doing because the current's to the right of me about 20 yards or so. But the wind is pretty ruthless out here, so. Yeah, that's what I heard, like Saturday's supposed to be super nice.
Tony's gonna be so crowded.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Clickbait it, just caught a monster fish. Oh, nice walleye, dude. Get out of here. Get out of here. Let's go. Woo! You're freaking kidding. No way, dude. Get out of here. No way. What? Clown tiger. I got more in my tackle box if you want one.
Oh, you're using it.
Oh, yeah. You bet, bud. Guys, look at this walleye. Look at this freaking walleye, boys. Oh my god. My hands are gonna be frozen. Look at this walleye, boys. You're kidding. Came on the freaking clown tiger mimic, boys. I'm telling you. Look at this. Look at this beast. You're kidding, dude. Look at this, boys. What a beautiful fish. Guys, check this out. Look at this walleye. Look at it. Nice fish. I mean, it's probably in that 23, 24 inch range, but it's fat. Look at the stomach on that. Nice female pre-spawn. Out here early April. Look at that. We still got ice on the lake. And buddy absolutely slammed the mimic right away out there. And we're gonna get a drink and we're gonna snag some pictures and we'll get back to you guys. Alright guys, we're gonna get a release on this bad boy. Deuces. Woo! That's how we do it, boys. That's how we do it here in SB. Luckily I had the net on me, but buddy absolutely ripped her, and I'm gonna get back out there and hopefully I'll catch some more. And there's this one team, I think they're in your
better than half the teams that were in state.
damn. There we go. White bass, bet. Ooh, walleye.
Oh
Nice one, dude. Get out of here. You're kidding. Not a bad one, bro. Not a bad one at all, dude. I'll take them. Oh, 20 incher or something, 18. All right, boys. Hold up. Look at this walleye. Look at that. Barely bit it. He bit it right. He bit it pretty close to shore, guys. Not gonna lie. But look at that. Not a bad one at all. Alrighty guys, you guys just saw me slap that decent walleye, another decent one. It was probably around that 20, 18 inch range. It wasn't super big, but it's still a nice fish to catch. That was actually my second walleye of the open water season. And that first big one I caught was actually my first fish of the oh, wow, botched that one. That was actually my first fish of the season open water. So that was pretty cool to catch. It was a decent one too. So I'm pretty pumped about that. We met some subscribers out here today. These two guys right here. You guys want to say anything? It was totally fun out here. The wind died down. It's getting a little late, and unfortunately I have to go home and go to school tomorrow, so we got quite a bit of a drive to head home, so we're gonna head home now. Hey puppy, how's it going? Doing good? Yeah, you're a cutie. Hey guys, it is currently the next day, and I just wanted to talk to you guys about like what I was doing and what I was using, that kind of stuff. So guys, we went to this lake that has a current going through it. It's like an inlet. It's an inlet, okay? That's what we're gonna call it. It's an inlet. So there's moving water into it, and all the wind is pushing from the north end. So it opened up a big spot in the ice where we could actually open water fish. So we went out there thinking, you know what? The fish are gonna be pre-spawn right now. They're gonna be feeding on a whole bunch of bait fish and stuff. And I know all the bait fish are gonna be moving up, trying to get into that warmer water or the current. And it's sandy and it's rocky, so the walleyes are gonna be relating to that anyway. And they're gonna be staging up here pretty soon. So I figured, you know what? Let's give it a shot. And it worked out pretty well. And we actually ended up catching 2 walleyes and 1 white bass, which wasn't bad for me. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Just some of the stuff I want to talk about is the tackle I was using. First bait I started out with, and it's usually my go-to bait, it's this guy right here. Alright, there we go. This is the bait I was starting out with. It's a mimic minnow from Northland Tackle, and it's actually the UV color. And so basically what the UV means is it's just a brighter color. And I like to throw this bait mainly because it's like it's a moving bait, so you get to cover a lot of water with it. In my case, I didn't really know where these fish were going to be. Like I said, I was expecting them to be in the current, but they actually weren't in the current. That was the weird thing about it. They're actually 20 yards to the left of the current where I was fishing at, and I actually ended up catching the 2 walleye and the white bass there, so that was pretty cool. But the thing I like about this right here is they come in a variety of sizes, variety of different colors, just colors you don't even think about, and they have them all. And the sizes range from the smallest you can think about up into the biggest ones you can think about. This is probably their medium size. I think this is a 1/4 ounce, I believe, and I like to throw this one just because it's not too big and it's not too small. And the presentation is nice. It's got a paddle tail on there, as you guys can see. Basically, you can work this bait many different ways. You can jig it off the bottom, give it a few hops, reel her in, you can burn it in high in the water column, or you can fish the middle of the water column, or you can fish at the bottom of the water column. I like fishing so I like to fish aggressively, and I like to throw this bait high. Like, I like to burn it in right away. So I was reeling it in super fast, fishing that upper water column, seeing if I could catch white bass or pike, because usually the pike and white bass will be higher up in the water column, and the walleyes will usually be more towards the bottom. So I like to search the water first and see if I can catch any of those fish first. This bait is awesome for covering water, like I said, and it's just overall a great bait. But the one thing I don't like about these is right here. after a few fish, actually the plastic will come off the jig head. And what I like to do is just take some super glue and super glue right in here and put it on like that and call it good. Some people might say the scent of the super glue or whatever might ruin it, but I don't think that at all, and it proven to catch fish for me. So I'm just gonna keep going with it. Earlier I was actually throwing around this bait right here. It's I don't know, here I'll hold it. It's actually an Authentic X paddle tail. They come in variety of sizes and colors and stuff like that too, and they come in packs of 8, and they have curly tails too. And then all I have on here is just I think 1/8 ounce jig head right here, and that's what I like to use. But you work that bait the same way, and then right here you just got your classic little twister tail here with a curly tail, and that's a little bit more finesse, I guess. But the curl isn't as, it's not putting off that many vibrations as a paddle tail is. And I like to throw this also, but I caught those fish right here on the Mimic. Like I said, I caught the white bass when I was more like burning it in, and like I said, that white bass like to hang up in the higher water column, so that's probably why I caught the white bass so high up. And I caught those walleyes, as you can see. The one was on the bottom actually. I casted it out there, and it hit bottom, and I lifted up, and there he was. I set the hook, and he was right there. Like I said, he was on the bottom. And then that second walleye I caught was surprisingly like pretty close to my feet actually. So I mean, he was probably in the middle of the water column, which you will catch walleyes up in the middle of the water column too. It's not uncommon, but usually you'll catch them more towards the bottom. Second thing I'd like to talk about is this rod right here. I like to fish a longer rod from shore, just because you get a cast farther and stuff like that, and the longer the rod is, the more sensitive the rod tip is, but you still want a good backbone on it so you can still fight those fish. And I don't know if this will show. There we go. So all I got here is HMX Fenwick rod here. I like it a lot personally. I've been using it for a couple years now, and it's worked great. I've loved it. It hasn't broken or anything yet. I'm not going to go too much in depth with the reel or anything, but I'll talk about the line a little bit. Usually when I'm fishing for walleyes, a lot of the, not all of the lakes around like South Dakota, like some of the lakes are clear and some of them are still dirty. So I mean, color of the line doesn't really matter. But anyway, it is springtime and the fish are kind of finicky. So I like to throw, I'll either have braid on like a 15-pound braid to 20-pound braid, nothing heavier than that though. And I never run just straight braid to the lure. I always tie on a leader, fluorocarbon leader or a mono leader, and I have it about 2 or 3 feet long. I like to throw on there 8 to 6 pound mono or fluorocarbon leader on there. Fluorocarbon and mono have more stretch than braid. Braid doesn't have any stretch, and mono has more stretch than fluorocarbon. So I like to go fluorocarbon just because when you cast way out there and you set the hook, it doesn't have any stretch. So I like to stick with the fluorocarbon or mono for the leaders. If not, I would strictly just throw mono or fluorocarbon just on your reel. And fluorocarbon is my favorite by far, and it definitely works the best for me. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys want to hear more walleye tips and stuff, we already have one posted John made, and I would definitely recommend looking at that one. And we'll put a little thing up here for you guys to watch. We'll see you guys on the next one.